Showed up today a little early, which is good. So we're going to get this unwrapped here and take a first peek at your watch. Wow, oh, that's a beauty. That is super amazing. Okay, well, I believe you. This is definitely a survivor. Pretty sure about that. Well, it's a runner too. That's good. All right, let's get a little closer. Yeah, so I think you've got a very nice original watch here. I'll take a good close look. Yep, I'd say you definitely got just a beautiful band. Wow, what a cool piece. Okay, so we're going to take some extra good care of this and take a quick assessment look. What I'd like to do is relatch this, that way it stands on its own. Okay, so first thing I'd like to do is actually remove the band, so we can do this without this clanging around too much. So let's get that taken care of. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. Very original spring bars in there for sure. So yeah, this is a survivor. Absolutely. Very gentle with all of these components. Okay, good. Okay, so this is a 1968 Pressmatic. What a nice watch. All right, so like you said, you got a little bit of scratching here on your crown, and that's your date change. Very cool. Such a neat system. All right, let's take a listen here. Put this on the time grapher for a moment. See what kind of numbers we get. I'm not really looking for much other than the nature of the signal. So let's get it so that the microphone here can hear what it's doing. Take your first look at what's going on. Wow, super clean. I mean, really nice. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I've gone ahead and taken a really close look at your movement here. I got your case back off. I left all your sticker intact, so that's good. So it's a bit of an enigma. runs amazing. This is a great running watch. Out of the box, just phenomenal. You wouldn't think it was a 50-year-old movement here with all this time on it. But it has some mysteries that I don't quite get. So I wanted to look. So one of the ways you can tell the condition and if it's been serviced and if it has lubrication and whatnot is with these jewels that you see right here. There's one here and there are two right here. These jewels have essentially an effective surface tension where they hold some amount of lubrication within the jewel, and you can actually see it if you look very closely with a jeweler's loupe or a microscope. And so I went ahead and put it in my microscope, and I looked at it really closely, and there isn't a whole lot of lubrication here. There's maybe a little tiny dot on this pivot right here, which is running your balance. However, I looked at all these areas and I see things that just make me scratch my head. Like these little keepers that hold in your jewel caps for these two, what are called diafix settings, they're scratched, like marred a little bit. And some of your screw heads around the movement, in particular this one, and this one actually has some scratching here. The case screw heads, some of these pieces, some of these screws look like they have been either tightened up with the wrong kind of screwdriver. And I don't know if you can see this, but right along that edge right there, it looks like the screwdriver lifted out a little bit and sort of scraped over the edge. That is not Seiko factory behavior from this era. I just can't believe that they would let a watch go with those kind of mar points. And the other interesting thing is that the mar points for the screw head would be if you were actually removing the screw, not tightening. So it sort of indicates to me, after a little bit of sleuthing and being a bit of a nosy Nelly, that this watch has been apart. Somebody has been in here at some point and has touched it. Now, there's no indication of that on your case back. Usually you'll get a scribed in set of names or dates or whatever of service, but that's not there. But it has been apart. I cannot believe that it wouldn't have been. I just don't think that's the factory. Factory was, they're precise. This is Japanese engineering. These guys don't screw around. I mean, there are really big scratches on these little brass pieces. So, end of the day, this watch runs incredibly well for something that has perhaps seen service a great number of years ago. You don't have a lot of lubrication in there, but there is a little tiny drop. It doesn't mean that there isn't any. And I'm going to be super careful here not to remove any of your plastic, while also returning your case back to its proper position. Now, if it were up to me, I would ask the question, what am I going to do with this watch? Am I going to keep it? Am I going to wear it? Am I going to sell it? That all sort of factors in to some degree. It's your watch. I will do what you ask. If you want me to service this watch, 100% I'm on board. I will take it apart and put it back together and put all the lubrication in all the right spots and be sure it's perfect. But, I mean, it's got running values of the amplitude that are off the charts. And it's clean. Signal's great. Now, that's just a matter of, good Seiko engineering, of course. They are really good at this sort of thing. But again, I'm gonna leave it to you to tell me what you want to do. Of course, it's in great shape. It will be an easy service. I don't see any issues. I can take it apart, reassemble it, lubricate it, be done. I can also leave it alone, and it will still run just as good as it's doing right now. So you tell me, let me know, and we'll proceed however you like. I can stick it back in the mail and you can have it back in a couple days. I can take it apart. You can have it back in maybe 2 or 3 more days than that. So again, please let me know what you'd like to do and we will proceed. Okay, I will hopefully hear from you soon.